Welcome to the Simpadamus. Simpadamus is coming at you here on a hump day version of this. I have been predicting if you as a simp, how their past several days have gone. Now we're going to kind of pivot here a little bit. I'm going to pivot and I'm going to predict where you're going to be 20, 30, maybe even 40 years from now. Simpadamus is 53 years old. So, kind of putting it out close to my actual age and trying to project this forward for you. So, Simpadamus lives by himself, is at peace, and is in a small town, sort of, close to a major metropolitan area. Lives about maybe 40 some odd miles from the downtowns, and has a quality, peaceful life, and is basically just hanging out here and living my life the best I can. However, Simpadamus knows that if you continue down this path, when you get to my age, you're going to be alone as well, but you're not going to have the same peace as Simpadamus presently has. Simpadamus sees you as being even more desperate than you are now. And you're going to be like that. I'm just trying to grasp the image here of it a little bit and try to find the right words. You're going to be like that high school guy who is 53 years old and still goes after every woman that moves, or at least anyone that's moderately attractive. And you're going to be like that old man creep who flirts with women who are 20 or 30 years younger because you think you have a better chance with them because they're more impressionable. And this is not a place you want to be. So Simpadamus highly, highly and strongly recommends that if you are functioning like this today, that you need to start working on yourself. You need to be better and just try to build the best version of yourself as possible. You do not need a woman to validate you. You do not need a woman to complete you. None of us do. We don't need a woman necessarily in our lives, although the book of Genesis does say that it's not good for a man to be alone, and therefore he created Eve so that Adam would have a helper. Well, if you are a simp, you're not looking for a helper. You're looking for some sort of oddball validation, and you're basically just looking for kind of chasing tail. Is the most PG rated way I could express it. So just don't be obsessed with this. And speaking of the Bible and Scripture, these women who come out there onto social media and insist that they want a man to be obsessed with them. Well, if you are a believer, even if you're a simp, if you're a believer, being obsessed with a woman is actually a violation of one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. And basically, if you're obsessed with a woman like some of these social media magnets try to insist that you need to be, you are violating Scripture. So do not be obsessed with women. Do not grovel them and give them unwarranted attention. Be the best you that you can be. And try to do it like Simpadamus does it. Build your own life and let them come to you. ever since I've started taking this path, it's kind of started to show up a little bit. And am I anywhere really super close to having a relationship? No. But it's kind of interesting because I do find myself getting a little bit more noticed in spots now. But it's not because I'm necessarily looking, seeking, or approaching. Simpadamus just keeps working on building himself up to try to attract somebody who has been through adversity and had resilience on a level similar to himself. That's the most important thing I can think of. As far as a quality in a future woman, at least in my particular individual case, you should go out there and just figure out what that is for you. Set your standards. A man who sets the standards does not become a simp. Simpadamus will not be sitting here in social media trying to predict your life, because that's not my point. Just set your standards, and so that 20-30 years or however long it takes you to get to your 50s, you're not in a position where you are the creepy old man who chases exponentially younger women just because you think you have a better chance with those impressionable women than the ones closer to your age. So that's it for tonight. I'm getting really tired. Really busted it at the gym tonight. And I need to get some sleep here. And it's only, not even 9 o'clock local time yet, but I'm tired. Working hard and building yourself up can be pretty exhausting sometimes. So anyway, that's it. Welcome, not welcome. See you later from End the Simpademic. And peace out, homies.